Brian, that was an unbelievable pass for that third goal.
I think it's just a case of putting the ball in the box when you have a player like Mark Sullivan. Like, you don't even have to pick him out, he's just there, and even if it's in front of him or behind him, he'll more than likely score. So it's kind of just lucky to have a player like him in the team. I don't think it's the cross, but it's the player in the box.
Yeah, it was a workmanlike performance in the first half, but in the second half you really took him apart, didn't you?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I think in the first half we probably weren't as clinical in front of goal as we usually would have been. Like, we had lots of possession up around the box, but we wasted it. But then we came in half time and just knew we had to up our game, and I think we did that.
Yeah, you had Josh O'Shea came on on the hour mark there as well, and he made a difference to you. He let you come forward a little.
Oh, he was fantastic, especially for his first game. Someone coming up from the Munster Senior League, it just shows that there's a good few players who can make the step up. I thought Josh was brilliant. He put in a good few crosses, and even for myself, when I'm going outside him, he's aware of me and he puts the ball into space, and it's just ideal for any fullback having a winger like Josh in front of you, and he works really hard as well.
Yeah, they were a bit physical as well, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, but that's no problem to us. I think we're one of the more physical teams in the league. I think we can play ball, but we can match anyone physically too, so I don't think that was a problem for us.
Yeah, and Colin Healy in the park, really, the old man, really kind of settled things down, really, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he does it every week. Like, he's so important to us. Like he doesn't even have to run a whole lot. He's just in the right place all the time.
Brian, how do you feel your season is going in general?
For the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been brilliant. As I said before, I think it's down to pre-season. Like, I thought it was extremely difficult, and every player worked so hard, and that's why I think there's great team morale, and it's paying off for us, and everyone's fighting for each other.
And you've made the full-back position your own, really, there on the right as well.
Well, yeah, I like playing there. I like to get forward, and just we have really good defence as well, so I think it's easy for anyone who's playing in the defence. Like, you can see even Johnny tonight setting up a goal. Like, I don't think there's other teams, bar Dundalk, that have, say, fullbacks who can do that, so that's really important for us.
And do you like that aspect of it, actually, that just being able to get forward, the way the team plays, it really does allow for it?
Yeah, that's my favourite part of it, right back, not defending, but going forward. Yeah, I really enjoy going forward, because I think as well when you're marking wingers, like, I've played right mid this season, and if you have a fullback who wants to push on, it's very demoralising, and if you have to chase back, you're wasting your own energy as a winger, and you're probably not as inclined to attack the fullback then, so it's a win-win really.
2 tough now weeks, 2 away games, I suppose, very telling on what will happen. Dundalk got an added time draw this evening, so it's critical that, I suppose, what are the aims for the next 2 weeks to try and get something out of it?
Well, I wouldn't even say 2 weeks, I'd say next week for us. I think we'd take it game by game every week, and that's what's working for us. So we'll look to Sligo now and hopefully get 3 points there, and I'm actually not sure who the game the week after is, and I think that's the way it should be. That's the way John has it drilled into us, and everyone's looked at that, so we're going to take every game as it comes and hopefully get 3 points, because it's hugely important for us to stay up near the top.
Yeah, is the position that the club is in at the moment, is it a surprise to the squad, or is it more do you feel a reflection of the potential that's there, really?
Yeah, I'd have to say it's a reflection of the potential, but I think it's the work ethic in the team. Like, I was here last season, but it's like a new club. Like, coming in every day, I love it, and playing every week in front of the fans, it's brilliant. I think everyone really enjoys it. Even the fellas who probably aren't in the team every week, they're not as disappointed as maybe they would have been last season, because they're still all a part of it and playing their part when they come on or whatever.
Does everybody feel that they have to keep going because of the talent that's there and the kind of wider squad that can come in?
Definitely. Like, there's so many players on the fringes who would get into most other teams, and I suppose it's tough for them not playing, but I think they understand as well that once they come on and do well, that they'll have the same chance as everyone else to get into the team. So I think everyone's happy.
Did the crowd play much of a role in tonight's victory?
Definitely. Every week, every home game, just you look forward to it more than any away game, obviously. They've just been great this season. I think they've played as big a part as the players, really, and we just hope that they keep coming out and supporting us.
Alright, I go back. Alright, go back.
Oh, you
No.
go ahead.
What do you got? I go back in. What do you got? Workmanlike performance?
Yeah, I think we worked really hard. I thought the first half was kind of tough. I thought we kept the ball well, but like I said before, we kind of wasted a few opportunities in front of the goal. We weren't as clinical as we usually would be, and I thought the second half we put that right.
Yeah. Definitely in the second half, you were much better side. You were solid out. There was good football right through the second half.
Yeah, I thought we played very well in the second half. I thought we upped the tempo, and I don't think Limerick were able to live with that. And thankfully, we finished our chances. Like in the first half, we probably nearly had as many chances, but we just weren't clinical. In the second half, we were. So
yeah. It was a great cross yourself for that goal.
Yeah, it was alright. I think, just as I said, like Mark Sullivan in the box, you don't even have to aim for anyone, and that's something John says to us as well. Like, just get the ball into the box early, because no matter where you put it, if it's in front of him, behind him, wherever, Mark Sullivan will get in the end of it. Like, so it's great for the team.
And when Josh O'Shea came on, it allowed you to kind of move forward into kind of half-back position.
Josh has been brilliant, like especially for his first game. Like he's only been training about a week and a half, and most of the squad were away on holidays. He was in doing extra work, and I think that really paid off for him. And like he's a great asset for the team. Like going forward, he's strong, he's fit, and he's very aware for someone who's just made a step up from Senior League, and it's just great for him. Everyone's happy for him.
They were physical enough tonight against you?
Yeah, they were physical, but I think like we're a fairly physical team, and I think we can match anyone physically, and we have the ability to play as well. So I think we're all around, we have a very solid team. Yeah,
the midfield with Colin O'Brien, the old man. Really, he's the old man of the team now. He really kind of spread the ball around for you.
Yeah, Colin, he's very good. He just gets on the ball so much, and like even in training, whoever's playing in centre midfield, like Garrod or Bucks, because they're a lot younger than him, he'd be just telling them to stand still. Like they'd be running all over the place, and he just gives you the proper information. Like you can even watch him when he's playing. He doesn't have to run, he just knows where the ball's going to be, and he's just a brilliant player. 2
away games now in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, but as I said, we'll look to next week first, and hopefully get 3 points there, same following week. We're going to approach every game as it comes, and hopefully that'll work out well for us.
Yeah, this is your second season with City, is it?
Yeah, it's my second season, but last season I didn't feature at all. I think I came on for 3 games, and I was out injured for a long period of time, so kind of in my own head I'd view this as my first proper season, and it's been brilliant so far. Like it's like a new club.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Thanks, Brian.
No.
Yeah, it was a great performance. Obviously, it was a 6th win in the league on the bounce, and obviously our first game back after the break. And I thought we were very comprehensive winners. I thought the first half we gave an outstanding display. Obviously, we were a bit disappointed at half time going in 1-0 up, because we thought we should have been maybe scored a few more. But in the second half, we just upped the intensity, and we got 2 great goals in the second half. And I suppose we might have even got a few more at the end. But look, at 3-0, very comprehensive and a fantastic performance by the lads.
Yeah, it was really good, particularly the second half where you really took them on.
Yeah, I think we spoke at half time, but we felt that the game was there for the take. We felt we hadn't taken our chances the first half, and we just sensed that if we got the second goal, that they'd probably push on a bit more and leave more opportunities for us. And I suppose that's the way it proved. But I think our work rate and our intensity has been very hot weather, and it just shows our fitness levels are fantastic, and the lads are really, the desire and the spirit amongst them was brilliant. And even for, I keep saying all week, the whole squad have worked so hard, even for the lads that came in, young Josh O'Shea obviously making his debut, and Davy Leary coming in, walking his socks off, and Earlaw coming back from injury. So it was great even for the lads to get most of half an hour under their belts as well.
Yeah, 2 great crosses for the 2 goals, particularly in the second half. Dunleavy in from the left, and Brian in from the right. Really top class crosses.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose, look, you can see we have a lot of pace in our team. Lennon has been fantastic for us, brilliant young kid, and has put lots of balls into the box, and his crosser he scored from a lot already this season. Obviously Johnny came in from the other side, and we're telling Johnny, because he's so much pace, to try and keep getting down to the end line, and Billy put him down towards the end line, and it's a great cross to the back post, and typical Gary Buckley, who's after picking up 3 or 4 goals like that this year at the back post. So 2 fantastic goals.
Yeah, they were a bit physical tonight. I think they thought that they could kind of intimidate you a little. Did you worry about it?
Absolutely not. Look, I didn't feel, maybe, I know they probably lost a bit of their heads a small bit, but to be fair, I wasn't really worried. The crucial thing for us was to keep our composure, keep our heads, and make sure that we didn't get involved in anything silly. And it was a comprehensive win, and it keeps us in good form. And we have a huge game next Sunday in Sligo, so it sets us up nicely going to Sligo.
Yeah, Colin Healy, he's now the old man of the team now, really, and he spread some great passes around. in first and second half.
Yeah, well, Colin is a fantastic player. He's been fantastic since I've come into the club. His 1-2 touch passing is brilliant, and you can just see why he's played at the highest level. And obviously, while he's pushing on in years, he's still fantastically fit. He's first guy at training every morning, and I think Colin probably might have he might have even come back home maybe a small bit too early for his point of view, because he's still an absolutely outstanding footballer, and it just shows you the top teams in this league, Cork City, Dundalk, Pats, the level that they're at is absolutely fantastic. The players they have are fantastic, and it's just, I suppose, unfortunate that there's a bit of people just don't take to the league as much and come out with the sport, because I think you could see the quality of the passing and the play and the goals was absolutely fantastic.
You're getting closer to the number one position. There's only a point between yourselves and Dundalk, and you have a game in hand.
It doesn't really matter. I don't really care about the other results, and I mean that genuinely. We must keep our feet in the ground. We have to keep. It's ourselves that we're in control of. We must just keep our performances going well, and if teams around us drop points, well and good. Look, the crucial thing for if we keep our feet in the ground, work hard, then it means that we might have an opportunity of doing something, and that's what we're focused on.
John, you're very solid at the back tonight. Is the combination of Darren Dennehy and Dan Murray working really well this year?
Yeah, well, the two lads have been fantastic. There was a 9 clean sheet in 17 in the league. I think someone said we had 5 in total last year. So and we've had 3 clean sheets in the cups. So it's a great partnership. But to be fair, like, you have Lennon at right back, you've Davern and Dunleavy at left back, and we've Darren Denny. We have great pace in the back, obviously, and then we have the wise old head of Dan, who's absolutely superb in the air, fantastic reader of the game, and brilliant on the ball. So they've worked really hard. And then I keep saying Mark McNulty is underrated. I believe he's the best goalkeeper in the league. Phil Harrington trains him every day of the week and has turned him into a top keeper, because people question his concentration, and this year he's been outstanding for us. So I think as a back five they've been brilliant, and once you keep a clean sheet, generally speaking, we score. So if we're going to a match, we're going to keep a clean sheet, the chances are we're probably going to win. So it's been good. But the team have worked hard. The midfield, the wide guys, everyone. When we don't have the ball, they work hard to win it back. So it's not just about the back four; it's about the whole team, really. And that's why we've done so well.
And was it good to be able to give Josh O'Shea and Dave O'Leary a chance, because you're winning 3-0, I suppose?
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's good for Josh. To be fair, I suppose, he's made his debut in front of 3,000 people, and big step up from. He's been training us for a couple of weeks. We feel he can have kind of a real impact with us. I feel he can play at this level, and I think when he first came on, it was difficult for the first 10-15 minutes, and then all of a sudden he skipped the full back and he put 3 or 4 crosses in and he got his feet. So throughout the rest of the season, I think Josh will have quite a bit of an impact for us. And Dave has just been outstanding. He's came to us from Limerick. He's probably found it difficult because he had no pre-season. He missed out the start of the season with us, and because we've been doing so well, he's found it difficult to start. But look, at his opportunity is going to come in the next few weeks, and he's a great guy. And and I keep saying they all are. I have no complaints. I'm delighted that we have a fantastic bunch, and I think the supporters can see and sense that they're just a fantastic team to follow, and hopefully we can just stay in there.
John, the stats read: played 6, won 6, scored 12, conceded 1. A Munster derby is obviously a potential slipping point. Yeah. How important was it to come back from the summer break and get right back into it straight away?
Well, it's crucial for us if you want to stay up there. And we spoke about it all week, that there was no point in doing so well in the first half of the season, coming back, your first game back, and then start dropping points. You have to stay in there, because if you start dropping points and you drop maybe 8, 9, 10, 12 points off the pace, you're gone. And we can't afford that. But the one thing we can do is that if we can hang in there, stay in the top 2 or 3, and we're in there until the running comes to 6 or 7 matches to go, well, then anything can happen. And that's what we're focused on. And the attitude this week in training was brilliant. You can obviously see from these guys, they're not big social guys. They don't, they're not. Most of them are pioneers, actually. And the athlete now at the top level of sport in Ireland, whether it be professional soccer with Cork City, whether it's Cork hurling or Cork football, the guys at that level nowadays are different. They're 100% focused. They're a different type of player, and the days of being social players are long gone. And you can see my fellas there, they train 7 days a week. They live for the game. They look after their eating habits. Everything is absolutely tremendous, and it's just a different, and the gap, what I feel compared to when I played, the gap between the League of Ireland and junior football wouldn't have been as big 25-30 years ago. The gap now is absolutely massive, because if you're not a proper athlete to look after your body and mind yourself, you've no chance, and you can see that. And that's why, even though Mark and Josh have come through, there are a few nuggets like that, but there aren't as many as you would imagine.
Just looking forward to next week. Obviously, Sligo, new manager, rejuvenated a little bit. It's going to be a really difficult task.
It was always going to be difficult because Sligo is a fantastic soccer town, fantastic club. They won the League Cup, St Anthony Cup this year in the last 3 years, so they've been used to winning. So it's always a difficult venue to go to. And I suppose the fact that John Coleman's going as their manager, don't really know him, but he's going to rejuvenate them. But still at the same time, look, we're in great form. Either way, no matter what manager was up there, it's going to be a difficult game. We just must make sure that we can go up with our top performance, and if we do that, we have a right chance of winning. And if we don't, we won't, and that's just the way the whole league is.
Is there any concern with Darren? He came off a little earlier. Is it just maybe caution? Yeah.
No concern. Very hot weather all week, and guys got a bit tired, and the way we play, such high intensity, such work rate, it drains you a small bit. And maybe this week it was so warm at training. We actually pulled back in training yesterday because we just felt the guys were after training so hard during the week that there was a small bit flat, so we left it off, and obviously it showed today.
Do you have any hope bringing in any new players ahead of Sligo game next week?
Yeah, we'll have one signing that'll be announced on Tuesday, and we may have one more. That's it then. But as I keep saying, is that we're in the position where we're at. With the people that are there, what we needed to do was strengthen our squad, because our squad was too tight, and we needed to have more strength and depth, and that's what we've targeted and done. But we don't really need that many players, because you can see with these guys and their attitude, they're absolutely fantastic, and we just need a bit more strength and depth, and that's what we've identified. And we have one coming in, which is confirmed, and we've one more possible. May or may not happen. I'll probably know by Monday. And other than that, we'll be full steam ahead Monday morning at training.
The Ireland assistant manager was in the stands again this evening, John. Is that good for you and the players and everyone involved in the club to see?
Well, unless he's bringing me to Aston Villa with him or somewhere. I'm unsure, but it's brilliant. Yeah, it's great to have Roy there. To be fair, he's the most high-profile soccer player we've had in the country, and he's a great Cork man and whatever. It's brilliant for him to be at the games. Of course it is, and the more Roy comes to us. He was at Bray, he was here tonight. We won both times he was here, so maybe he might come a bit more often,